Now back in the day, optical illusions is something that is done by people as a side act to earn some income by making people see things that are in fact not true. Illusion. Now, even big companies are doing it. Now why do I say that? Allow me to introduce you to the brand new Mercedes Benz C200. Now this is a modern day optical illusion because it's a C-Class dressed like an S-Class. Now whilst it may share similar visual traits as its older brother, let's find out if it is any good. In fact, as good as its older brother. So, Mercedes-Benzes have always had a special place amongst Malaysians because it's been around for a long time. You know, even from the days of Tunku, we're in front of his memorial in his home now. Even from the days of our Prime Ministers of yore, Mercedes-Benz have always played a very special role. And to a lot of Malaysians, it's a magical car because it gives a sense of class and style unlike any other car on the road. Now, magic continues with this W205. Why? Because this car is designed by air, by wind. The drag coefficient of this car plays a great role in determining how this car looks like. Hence why the paired back LED headlamps and the strong body line, and it ends up at this rear rump that really reminds you of what the S-Class looks like, and that is definitely a good thing. It's great to aspire. So this beautiful derriere definitely adds a sense of class and luxury to this car. Alright, welcome to the cockpit of the W205 C200. Let me put the key away because it is a keyless start. What I need to do is gas, and we're in business. Hot day, isn't it? So let's pump up the air conditioning a little bit. Okay, so this is the best features area about the brand new Mercedes-Benz C200. In fact, the entire C-Class, because the interior has been done in such a handsome way. The C200 comes with a piano black center console. The 250 comes with an exclusive wood trim because, of course, the C250 is the exclusive line and the C200 the Avantgarde line. The Avantgarde line just looks so today. It has got a beautiful smart black center console. It's got a tablet style 7.5-inch, well, it's not touchscreen, but it's a TFT screen, crystal clear pictures, and everything just looks wonderful. The perforated leather, the beautiful leather seats, which is powered, power adjustments, and you've got memory and all that. It's a great place to be in. It looks very smart indeed. Now, it does have a central command system, unlike the not unlike the BMW iDrive. However, I have to say that I think that the BMW iDrive is still the class leader because whilst it may look good and it is rather intuitive, but it's not as intuitive as the almost perfect iDrive. Very, very easy to use. Now, you've got the rotary bezel here that you can turn and click on to make your selection, but also at the same time you've got this sort of like a touchpad where you can use regular mobile phone gestures to put your inputs in. You know, you can swipe, you can pinch and all that, and it really works like a charm. The only part is if you were left-handed, it would probably work much better than if you were right-handed, and I'm right-handed, so there's a little bit getting used to, so I always end up using the wheels instead. So great space to be in. What about the drive? Let's go. Alright then, so now let's take this baby out for a spin and see what it really can do. I've actually had this car for a couple of days now, and what I'm going to say is basically a summarization of what I have learned in the 3 to 4 days I've been driving this car. If you were looking for something that's sporty, the C200 is not it. You see, it's quite funny and it's quite, well, in my opinion, confusing because the C200 comes with the Avantgarde line whilst the C250 comes with the exclusive line. The Avantgarde line, in my opinion, has always been the line that's supposed to make you feel like you should go faster because it looks sportier. It just looks a little bit, you know, that much more garang, right? And then the Avantgarde line also comes with stiffer springs. So again, it's supposed to make you think, yes, I can drive sporty, but it just all does not add up. You can choose from 5 driving modes. And they are Eco, Comfort, Sport, Sport Plus, and Individual. I'm sorry for the undulating road surfaces. 2 sport modes, right? And when you do choose either of the sport modes, 3 things are then adjusted. Number 1 is the steering weight, then the throttle response, and finally the mapping. Funnily enough, all that is just not enough, in my opinion. If you wanted to drive something that's going to make you feel like you're driving a lot more sportier than what you really are, you'd probably be best off with something from the BMW or Audi stables. In this Mercedes Benz C200, not quite lah. You know, it's just not sporty enough. Whilst on paper everything does look good. Whilst we've already addressed everything that is, in my personal opinion, the shortcomings of the car, what this car does really well is luxury and comfort. I had my mom in this car yesterday, and in all but 1 minute she started yawning. She said, "What is wrong with this car? It's just making me feel really sleepy." Yeah, it is that comfortable. It makes you want to snooze the moment you step in. Luckily, the driver actually gets to occupy himself with, well, a lot of other stuff. But generally speaking, yes, it is just that comfortable. It does comfort and luxury like a boss, just like a good Mercedes Benz should. In European countries, these cars make heck of a lot of sense and also plays a very important part to the bottom line of the car manufacturers. These are the bread and butter cars. These are the cars that companies look out for first to buy for their execs out there. And that is why these cars are, well, to a certain degree, overcrafted. But in this case, it's a brilliant thing because considering that your competitors are the likes of the BMW 3 Series, the Audi A4s, and a whole range of Japanese Uber salons like Lexuses and Infinitis, Mercedes-Benz has got to step up the game to ensure that this car not only delivers, but delivers by the bucket loads. And in my opinion, it has. It looks brilliant. While it may not be the final say in great driving experience, it is very comfortable. Handsome, comfort, and also presence. And of course, let's not forget that this has the 3-pointed star on the hood. So it can only mean one thing: prestige. Mercedes-Benz C200, my opinion, checked. You've got my vote. That's it for this week, folks. Next week, the fire-breathing Subaru WRX, STI, and more. Latest.